37 points per game, most through the first 10 games since the merger in 77. In fact, you got to go all the way back to 67 when Rick Barry. And here's Harden with a timer at 5. He'll take the first shot of the game, and it's on the money. He has not shot it particularly well. A role in this league,
and a huge one. To be a go-to defender against the elite offensive players.
Mike D'Antoni told us before the game he doesn't want to change Westbrook's game. He wants him to play to his strengths, which is mid-range and attacking the bucket. There's Capella inside at 7-0 Houston. Beverly puts it on the floor, gets past Harden. What a shot. As he was falling to the ground, flipped it up, and it somehow went in.
I think defensively they'll be absolutely elite against great players. And then offensively, listen, I have no questions about the Clippers. Really struggling so far this year shooting the ball.
Here's Harden in transition, gets to the cup, and gets the layup. Houston is 5 for 6 from the floor. Westbrook puts it on the floor, goes to the left hand, and he gets 2. Harden goes behind the back, gets to the rim, and what a beautiful shot off the glass. Wanted the call, didn't get it. Okay, I did vote for Harden. Here's Beverly taking it to the rim and finishing.
I would have voted for Harden as Capella hits another left hand and his all-around play. But Harden, what a spectacular year.
Wow, Lou Williams swishes home a 3. Higher organization did, but how about Doc? And not even leaking it to a family members living in the house as Leonard drains a corner 3.
That historic comeback.
Harden drains another one. His second 3, he's got 10 points. Here's Harden in transition. Step back 3 is good. That's 13 in the first 7.5 minutes for James Harden. 6 points in 24 seconds for James Harden. Leonard working on Rivers. Beautiful shot over Rivers to get 2. Harden working off the McLemore screen, goes behind the back, and McLemore hits a 3. 4 of 5 from three-point range. Houston here in the first.
Telling them, wake up, got to play downhill, make them play.
Well, defensively, you're used to seeing a better performance out of the Clippers.
Incredible guys to coach.
Here's Lou Williams down the lane and gets the layup.
That can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
All right, thank you, Doc. Dave.
Elisa Harden, as Leonard hits a jumper, giving him 7 points. Harden had 14. He's so good again at finding ways to, even against double teams, get into the paint. Leonard starting to heat up. That's 2 in a row here in the second quarter for Kawhi Leonard.
Tony Brothers a better man than me. I would never overrule myself. As P.J. Tucker hits the corner 3.
Because it was the first mandatory TV timeout of the period, the Rockets lose the timeout anyway. Clippers in transition. Harden hits the deck. No whistle. Williams is fouled. Count it. A 3-point opportunity for Lou Williams. Leonard trying to shake Harden. Goes right at him. Spins. Fires. And hits. Kawhi Leonard with 14 points. 9 here in the second quarter. Capella now has 13 rebounds. Harden gets past Williams. To the corner. Tucker leads the NBA and made corner 3s. That's his spot. Inside 2 to play in the first half. Nobody picks up Harden, and you know he's going to fire it from 30 feet and drain it. Clippers have missed 11 consecutive 3s. Harden with back-to-back triples for Harden. 14 in the first, 6 in the second. Williams to the goal, gets the lay-in. Lost the basketball, but it remains in Houston possession. Harden again, able to fight through that double team, get into the lane, and put it in. 4 seconds to go in the half. Magruder's floater is good with 1.9. Zubac's able to get the rebound, keep it away from Capella, who has 15 boards, by the way. That's 55 rebounds in the last 3 games for Capella. Number 3 in the MVP voting a year ago. Led the league in steals. Was number 2 in scoring behind James Harden. Zubac from Leonard. And Zubac puts it in. Harden with 22 points. 8 in the second quarter. 14 in the first. Gets by his defender and gets the bounce. Williams out of there with it. They've got numbers. Leonard throws it down. And it's a 6-point game. Back in 1963. Leonard, good pass underneath to Zubac.
But what you can do, you've got to take care of.
Zubac cutting again. The extra pass. Harkless with the slam. Clippers shooting 60% meanwhile from the floor here in the third. Zubac, another good pass. It was started by Leonard. The payoff is a 3 from Harkless, and it's a 3-point game. Never played more than 74. Obviously had the injury 2 years ago in San Antonio, which cost him almost the entire season as Rivers gets the layup.
I don't think I think some of these have nothing to do with anything but bad luck.
Sure.
But I do not think we're in as good a condition.
Here's Lou Williams, 13 points on the night. Drives on Harden and gets 2. So crafty.
Just got a brilliant pace to his offensive game.
McLemore a step back 3. On the money for Ben McLemore. Here's Williams again. Got it the second time with the left hand tip in. Back to a 10-point Rocket lead with 2 on the clock in the third. Leonard kicks it out and Green buries a 3. Magruder buries a 3 for the Clippers. Harden penetrating with 5 to shoot. Rejected by Harkless. Rivers cleans it up. Able to get rid of it and bury a 3 as the buzzer sounds. The shot clock expired, but Leonard for the answer at the gun. 4/10 of a second left. Kawhi from 3-point land. So Mike said they're short on bodies. Westbrook and Tucker with 4 fouls apiece. McLemore with 5. Here's Lou Williams floating to his left. Work on their skills to become a great offensive player. Did you just have that talent always? And he said, yeah, I did. Clippers can't seem to get the lead every time they get close. Westbrook comes back and buries a 3. Leonard into the lane, fires to the corner. Green got another one. Leonard keeps the pivot foot down, but throws it away to McLemore for the slam on the other end.
To force that turnover and the resultant fast break.
Leonard sets the screen. Beverly with the floater ties it up at 80.
Accountability and responsibility should be the norm.
Leonard for 3, got fouled, count it! That's going to be really fun. We knew going into the year that the West was going to be great and deep. As Westbrook carries a 3, and the Rockets are back in front. Timeout, Clippers. First game of a Western Conference doubleheader on ESPN tonight. The Lakers and Warriors coming up next from Staples Center. Here's Leonard on Tucker, scores again. 26 for Kawhi.
Right now.
Nearing 4 minutes to go. Harden drives and scores. James Harden now with 34 points.
Not on the referees.
Harden with a deep 3. He's got 37. The Clippers call a timeout. Harden heating up in the fourth. Lou Williams. No good on the 3-point shot. Green with an offensive rebound and the stick back.
And he's been great in the second half. Good defense by Austin Rivers.
Harden pulls the trigger from deep, buries a 3! Harden lob for Chandler! Exclamation point! Rockets played really well defensively tonight, holding the Clippers under 40% shooting. And James Harden went for 47.